Do you find yourself becoming anxious or nervous before you have to speak or while you're speaking? Do you find that you run out of air or forget to breathe or sometimes can't get enough air to get started? Do you find that you speak really fast or choppy and making it difficult for people to follow you? Does your thinking get cloudy where you can't find the right words to say at the right time? Does that ever happen to you? If so, I want you to watch this video. My name is Michael Williams, and I want to assure you that I can help you think more clearly, speak more smoothly, and present more powerfully, and sooner than you might have imagined. So I want to share with you several things that can happen when you are ready, when you need to take your speech to the next level. See, when you take your speech to the next level, you're also going to take your career to the next level. When you take your career to the next level, guess what else you're going to take to the next? You're going to take your life to the next level. And when this happens, you're going to experience several things. Number one, more recognition. People are going to begin to recognize you for your talents and your gifts and your skills and your knowledge and your experience. People are going to recognize you for that when you take your speech to the next level. You're going to be rewarded more, right? When you take your speech to the next level and you're able to speak smoother and you're able to think more clearly and present more powerfully, you're probably going to get better jobs and better job opportunities. I've helped so many people double their income, make $10,000 more, make $30,000 more. One recent gentleman that I'm working with just got out of college, $50,000 job, and the stories go on and on and on. So when you take your speech to the next level, you're going to be rewarded. At least you're going to have the opportunity to be rewarded. When you've taken your speech to the next level, you're going to feel free. That is, you're going to feel liberated to do the things that you've always wanted to do, to speak up and say the things that you want to say. You're going to feel free, liberated. You're also going to feel more empowered. So that is, you're going to know that you have the ability to do things that you might even be fearful or afraid to do. All of us are anxious and fearful about certain things, but you're going to feel more empowered knowing that you have the speaking ability, that you have the confidence to articulate intelligently whatever it is that you want to say. You're going to feel empowered. And finally, you're going to feel fulfilled. And I want you to listen to this. That means that when you've taken your speech to that next level, you're going to be able to do not just what you can do, but what you're called to do. What you're called to do. Let me say that again. There are so many people who are just doing what they can do. They've taken jobs because they can do it, but they're not really fulfilled because they're not doing what they're called to do. And that means that when you're doing what you're called to do, it's something that you know that you must do. You have to do it. You feel something inside drawing you to do it. You're going to feel more fulfilled in your life when you've taken your speech to the next level. Now, I want to invite you to consider what I'm about to say. You may want to consider working with me one-on-one, and I'm going to give you several reasons, in fact, like 7 reasons, why you may want to consider the Pro90D Speech System, and more specifically, working with me personally. 7 reasons. The first reason is that I have been on this journey before. I've successfully navigated this speech journey myself. For more than 20 some odd years, I stuttered and stammered. I used to let my wife handle the phone calls. I avoided speaking up in school sometimes. There were opportunities that I let go by because of my speech. There were lots of stuff I didn't do because of my speech. But I've successfully been able to overcome that. That's number one. And I've also helped other people successfully navigate that journey as well. Both of those are very important. Just because you've done it yourself doesn't mean you can teach or help other people do it. But I've done it myself, and I've helped hundreds of other people do it as well. So that's the first reason. The second reason is because I'm going to help you address the psychological aspect of smooth speech, of stuttering. What do I mean by psychological aspect? Let me just give you a quick example. When you anticipate, when you just know, you get that feeling like I know I'm going to get stuck. I know I'm not going to be able to say that. That's psychological. When your confidence is lower, like you don't feel as confident, and that impacts your speech, that's psychological. We have to address that. We have to address it, right? Okay, so that's the second reason. We're going to address the psychological dimension of smooth speech. Number three, we're going to address the physiological dimension of smooth speech. And we do this in a very unique way. The Pro90D Speech System is not about treating your speech. It's about enhancing your speech. Here's what I mean. You're going to learn the same skills that excellent speakers know and use. You're going to learn how to use voice inflection. There are many job applications, job descriptions that require that you be able to speak with voice inflection, even for programmers or engineers. Believe it, I've seen them, right? Big companies are requiring that people be able to speak with voice inflection. So you're going to learn how to speak with voice inflection. You're going to learn how to use body language. You're going to learn how to emphasize certain things using your body and your voice. You're going to learn how to articulate clearly. So all of those are just examples of skills that excellent speakers use that you're going to use also. And guess what? When you learn and you use these skills, well, guess what happens to stuttering or stammering or choppy speech? It begins to diminish and often completely disappear. So we're going to address the physiological aspects of speech. Breathing, learning to breathe more regularly, and learning to speak with a rhythm, making your speech and your presentations more pleasant and pleasurable to listen to. Okay, we're going to address that. That's the physiological dimension. What else? What's another reason why you might want to work with me? Another reason is accountability. I'm going to be holding you accountable. What happens to many people who are trying to do this on their own is they get distracted. Life, family, things just distract them, and so they quit, and then they come back again and they quit. So I'm going to hold you accountable. The next two reasons, okay, number 5 and 6, the next two reasons have to do with real-time evaluation and feedback. Real-time evaluation and feedback, right? So real-time evaluation and feedback can save you years of hard work and wasted time and thousands or tens of thousands of dollars. And it's based on something that we call the Pareto principle, the 80-20 rule. Sometimes it's the 90-10. And what I've found the last several years of working with hundreds of people and thousands through my courses is that there's generally 1 or 2 skills, speaking skills, that when you use them, they improve your speech by more than 80 or 90%. 1 or 2 skills can improve your speech by more than 80 or 90%. I just had a young gentleman that I'm working with say, by doing this one thing, I've seen a huge impact on my speech. And I've had other people say the same thing. So my experience allows me to look at you and within minutes say, hey, here are the 1 or 2 things you need to work on. And when you do it, it can improve your speech by more than 80 or 90%. Just those 1 or 2 things. Real-time evaluation and feedback. And then the final thing, number 7, is encouragement. I'm going to keep you encouraged. Many people become discouraged, distracted and discouraged, and they quit. They start, they don't see the results they want, or it's taking longer than, so they quit and they go jump on to something else, and they keep doing that, losing and wasting time and money. I'm going to keep you encouraged, right, so that you can stay on track. So there's 7 reasons why you may want to consider working with me. And then there are those benefits that we talked about earlier that you can get from taking your speech to the next level. So here's my challenge for you. When you are ready, when you need to take your speech to the next level, the same way you need to breathe, you will successfully achieve it. Nothing will be able to stop. So if you want to be recognized and you want to be rewarded and you want to feel free and you want to feel empowered and you want to feel fulfilled in life, doing the things that you're called to do, doing the things that you want to do, and you're ready to take your speech to the next level, nothing will stop you. Nothing will stop you. And I promise you that if you get to that place, I can help you. I can only help you when you need to do it. Many people just want to do it because it's inconvenient. They don't like getting stuck. They don't like, but they give up too easily. But when you need to do it, you're not going to give up. Okay? So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that it's been helpful and encouraging for you. I want you to take your time and examine the information that's on this page. And if you feel like this is the right time for you and that you're just in a position in life where you're tired of being limited by your speech and you're ready to start thinking more clearly and speaking more smoothly and presenting more powerfully, and you're ready to take your speech and therefore your life, your speech, your career, your life to the next level, then go ahead and book your assessment session with me, okay? My name is Michael Williams. Thank you so much. I look forward to working with you soon.